Hello friends, Hal here. Today we're going to talk about how to buy a guitar. You can go to a store like Guitar Center or something like that and just plop down some money and say, I want that guitar, and they'll say great, and they'll give you the guitar for the retail price and you can pay full price. Let's talk about a guitar, something like this. This is a Baby Taylor. I've seen them online. Let's see, I've got a page up right now. Spruce top, something like this for $319. There's also one that has an expression system in it for over $400. Well, you can bet that the retail price of a guitar like this, and I think it was around $400 without the expression system a while back, the wholesale price is around $200, about half of the price of the guitar itself. The retail price is double that. So if you walk into a store and you say, I want to pay retail price for that guitar, they'll gladly do that for you. If you can get 25 to 35% off on a guitar, then you're doing pretty well. Of course, 40% off, then you're doing really, really well. 45% off, then you're doing extremely well. Of course, it's hard for a business to stay in business, how do you say that, if they give away their stuff. I mean, you just can't pay your bills, you can't pay for the store, you can't pay for the lights, you can't pay for simple things. So that's why we have businesses. They need to make a little bit of money to pay people to be there and that kind of thing. As long as we're talking about that, it would be really great if you could make a donation to Quail Studios Tutorials and to me. Go over to Patreon and do that. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. When you're looking for a guitar, you of course can buy a used guitar. Alvarez has pretty nice used guitars. I mean, new guitars. I like some of their guitars. They've got one that's a little bit smaller than the regular size. Personally, I don't like dreadnought size guitars to perform with. I mean, they're okay. It's just I just don't like to perform with them. They just feel a little too big for me when I'm at a microphone. And this is a dreadnought size Fender guitar that a school gave me. It was called Sunhawk Academy, and used by some of my students. They even carved their names in the back. And it was a school guitar, but when it got broken beyond recognition, then they said, do you want this guitar? And I said, sure. It had a broken nut, had a broken saddle. It had pins that were missing and broken. It had like 2 strings on it. These tuners completely needed to be replaced. So I got new tuners, I got a new nut put on, I got a new saddle, got the neck straightened, I got a brace put in it so that it would support the guitar because it's a little older and it was having problems with drying out. I've been humidifying it. Anyway, it's a DG-3, and I don't necessarily recommend this guitar. I mean, it's an okay guitar. It's okay. It's just a laminated guitar. This Baby Taylor here is a solid top with laminated sides and back. I love it. It's a great little guitar for a travel guitar. I use it for a teaching guitar and a travel guitar. And this guitar here, this Blue Ridge BR73, is one that I've been using, and you've seen it on the YouTube channel. And I stumbled across this guitar when I was helping a student buy a guitar. And he didn't like it, and I went, whoa, I kind of like this guitar. I had never heard of Blue Ridge before, and I like the size. It's a little thinner. It's a 000 size. When you're looking for a guitar, if you're looking for a used guitar, you want to make sure that the neck is straight. You want to do that on a new guitar too. And if it's not completely straight, there's a truss rod that goes down underneath the neck that can be adjusted to make the guitar straight. If it's like this, they can straighten it. If it's like this, they can straighten it out. There are things that can happen to the guitar that you can repair. In fact, unless it's run over by a semi, you can repair a guitar. So one of my students actually was wrestling around and broke the neck completely off of his guitar right here. I mean, it was gone. And I took it into a friend of mine, Dan Worthington, at Dan's Guitar Repair here in St. George. I'll put his number here on the screen. He fixed that guitar and it was better than new after he got done with it. And it wasn't that expensive. It was under $100 bucks. and that was a few years ago. You know, that was like 10 years ago. But it was a great job. He's repaired bridges that have popped off of guitars because they were left in hot cars in the summer. He's fixed up my guitars. He's adjusted the action on my guitars, polished the frets, recrown the frets, that kind of thing. Anyway, you can get a used guitar fixed up. The best thing to do is to have someone help you out that knows more than you do. Now, if you like, you could call Dan's Guitar Repair and say, hey, Hal, talk to me on a video on YouTube, online. And he said that you could get me a guitar that was fantastic. I would be glad to go down there and look at it for you and have him fix it up for you. I'll play it. This is the only way I would buy a guitar online, by the way. I would never buy a guitar online unless someone that I trusted actually worked on it for me and sent it to me, right? And said, you know, Hal, this is a great guitar. So if you trust me, I'd be glad to do that for you. Pick out a guitar for you at Dan's shop and have it sent to you here in the continental United States. I'm not sure how that would work internationally because things are really expensive to ship internationally. But perhaps here in the United States I could help you out on that. Go to patreon.com. I'll put the link here on the page, Quail Studios. You can go to Patreon and do a search, Hal Stead or Quail Studios, and you'll find my page there. Now, if you donate to me, I will help you faster than if you don't, because I've got private students, I've got online students, and frankly, they take a lot of my time, and I don't have a lot of time extra to spend. But if you become one of my students by donating to me, then there you go. I'll definitely put some effort, really good effort, into helping you out. Okay, so there you go. Let's see how much time I have left. Oh, not very much at all. So we better say goodbye. lessonswithhal@gmail.com if you'd like to be on the email list, and I'll send you whatever we send out. Also, over at Patreon, I'm going to start doing a monthly guitar practice suggestion if you want to sign up for 10 bucks a month there. And of course, you can sign up for more or for less, for $1 a month. Would be great to help us out. We can spend more time helping you, making videos, and doing the things that you need to be a better musician and a better guitar player. And we'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.